Hi, it's Janine Turner. Welcome to Front Porch Philosophy. Let's go retro, shall we? Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a collective deep breath. Let's turn off the news. Watch one show a day. Let's turn off those news alerts. Let's take a deep breath. Let's communicate with one another. And let's philosophize, shall we? So, I'm an actress. I'm not a philosopher. I'm not a professional philosopher. But I do love to philosophize. And I have this fantastic book. I'm going to lose my place, though. See this great book? It's From Socrates to Sartre. Let me go back to my page. And it's really, really good by Samuel Stumpf. And I'm thoroughly, thoroughly loving it. So today I want to talk about this one, Plato. We just have to continue talking about Plato. We can talk about Plato forever, right? And he says here that the difference between, this is what Samuel Stumpf says is an interpretation of Plato, right? The difference between opinion, now let's back up a little bit. Aren't we filled with opinions today? I think that our opinions are really creating a wedge in our society, and it's creating sort of a mob passion instead of really understanding what's going on. And here, this is really, listen to this. The difference between opinion and knowledge is just this, that the one who is at the level of opinion can recognize a just act, but cannot tell you why it is just. I think we're having a little bit of that today. We're so filled with opinions. We're so filled with knee-jerk reactions. But do we really know what we're basing this opinion on? Do we really, can we tell you why this is our opinion? Why do we have our opinions? Is it a collective mob opinion, or is it an opinion that we really understand, that we've really researched? I think this is something, and I guess it correlates a little bit with Plato's The Cave. You've probably heard about this, right? But in the cave, there are these people that have lived in the cave forever. And they have to have their backs to the opening of the cave, and the front side looks at the cave wall. And on the cave wall are the shadows of what's going out in the light outside the cave. But all they know are the imaginings of the shadows. And it's not until someone takes them out, leads them to the light, that they see that, wait a minute, there's another world that I didn't even know existed. So everything I thought I knew, my imaginings, my opinions, were just shadows on a wall. And now I can seek real knowledge and understand why I have these opinions. So I think this is something we should all work toward, don't you? Getting into the light. And Plato also talks about this amazing, he was before his time, right? But I mean, he was a very spiritual, very man, seeking God. And he talked about, in his way of saying it, of the world soul, of the intelligent source that we cannot see, things of this nature, and that everything that we deal with here is just sort of in a situation of change. But the real constancy is the connection we have with the intelligence, which exists, the God, so to speak, right? That exists outside of the world that we can see. Really. This is all just a lot to think about, isn't it? But I think we'll close with today, day 6, about are we going to look at shadows at a cave? Are we going to live in a mob passion, knee-jerk reaction of opinion? Or are we going to walk out into the light, do research, really understand why we have these opinions, and then back them up with knowledge? That's traveling up the ladder. And that's something we should definitely teach our children, shouldn't we? Don't just have knee-jerk reactions. Let's have discussions and debates, and let's seek the knowledge. Let's go to the light. Okay? I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 7.